Okay. All right. Okay. Hi everyone. Yeah, this will be GamerEdge first podcast, and so we're very excited because everyone's in the guilds now playing Guild Wars 2, and so for today's first podcast for the guild, uh, as myself, Matthias here, and as well as what's up, Gamma. Okay, and and both of us will be sharing and discussing about the new Guild Wars 2 game that's just launched. Right, so it's been roughly about what 8 days already since its launch. Right, what's up?
Yep,
Yep.
and enjoying every second of it.
Cool, that's great. Yeah, I think everyone's really excited and about the game so far. So, and do you want to introduce yourself? I mean, in terms of your character and everything.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Matthias. Yeah, so I'm what's up, Gamma. Basically, I'm an Azuran in the game. Azuran is a race that part of the ANET Guild Wars 2 lore. So, the Azurans have a particular naming convention. If you read what ANET puts, that they have double letters in the name, consecutive. So, and they are known to be a very smart race, very intelligent, very high tech. Hence, I chose a name called Watagama that has got both the naming convention as well as the intelligent, as well as being friendly. Because you know, if you ever hear of this old Heineken advertisement that goes "What's up?" Yeah, so that's the
Yeah, I
inspiration
remember that
behind
one.
it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. So that's my nick. What's up, Gamma?
Okay. Um,
To everyone
yeah.
out there.
Yeah, my for myself it's just Matthias, and that's been the nickname that I've been using for nearly all the MMOs and the games that I've been playing so far. And and this time around I'm playing engineer as a human engineer. Yeah, I guess a lot of people are playing humans this time around, and I'm so far I'm enjoying the game.
Too
Yeah.
boring.
uh, yeah. So the game's been launched for nearly a week now, and I think a lot of people have joined the game both locally and internationally, and I think all the servers are nearly full now. I think, and even recently, ArenaNet's got even mentioned that they've had to add new servers as well to the European for the European side of the game. And they're waiting for the game to balance. And I think they even said that they're gonna stop the digital sales, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said they're gonna stop the digital.
It's probably like a marketing thing. Maybe it could be.
Yeah, because they already mentioned that even the stocks the physical sales that they have in stock are already out there, and they know the numbers, and so they've been calculating that they want to make sure that the players have good experience in the long run, so they don't want to they don't want the digital sales to I guess disrupt that sort of enjoyment for the rest of the gamers. But I think overall if that's really true, I guess that's a very good move by ArenaNet. Yeah. So what else is so how you found well, what's up so far about the launch of the game so far? I mean, the first day, you and I together, we were one of the first few who went in together on a head start, right?
Yep, along with quite a few of our fellow guildies who all like pre-purchased the game, and then I mean, it's definitely worth it. Waiting 5 years for this game, it's definitely worth it. That's the summary, the quickest summary I can give you. It's all worth it. I mean, the game is so vast. It's got so much stuff that you can do. You can PvE, you can PvP, you can craft, you can do jumping puzzles, you can explore. And what's even more amazing, the first impression from the beta guys that I played before the game launch is that you get EXP for everything, and you get karma and this other currency that you can use to buy different things. And it's like they thought of everything. I think they took the best from every single MMO out there, and they just combined it into one amazing game.
Yeah, see, that's great. I fully agree that, because for myself, I wasn't in the BWEs. I only joined like I kind of missed out on all the BWEs. I didn't have time for them, and so far I've really enjoyed how the game has been so far. Arena has really created a very enjoyable so far. I mean, in terms of experience, MMO. And while it deviates a lot from the old Guild War 1 in terms of like the importance of skill and importance of PvP, I guess that will change. I hope in the future, especially for those who are really PvP oriented. It's more of an MMO experience now, whereby you literally have to go through and do quests for people. Well, for the PvE anyway, the PvE player versus environment aspect of the game, it's really about doing quests and opening up areas in the map and gaining achievements for yourself, for your character, and so forth. But on the other hand, there is some new PvP stuff, like the structured PvP, as well as the
World Viewer.
And you have gone into some of the structured PvP, have you?
Yep, I have with some guildies as well. And I mean, if you play Guild Wars 1, there's this called GVG. It was an 8v8. So SPVP is like a downscaled version of GVG. It's smaller. And the reason why ANET did it, I think, from what I read and what my friend told me, is that they want to make it a team smaller, so it's easier to build a team. You know, you need to find 8 players and then go and fight. You know, 5 people is a lot easier to form a group and go and play. And I mean, and I think for GVG, they have said before in the article they might bring it back at some stage, but it's unconfirmed, of course.
Yeah.
And then for the hardcore PvP, SPVP is actually very good. It's like an instant action RPG plus FPS put together in a sense, you know. And it's got all these dodging mechanisms. It's got all this timing of skill. It's got this idea of the maps that all have what I call like vertical layers. You know, you can go up, climb high, up high. You know, you can go down, and then all the builds it's all about the builds that you can bring into the game and how you support your team. You know, what role you play. That's the big part about PvP. And the other big part is definitely about World Viewer.
Yes.
I think that's one of my favorite parts of the world of the game. Together with the jumping puzzles. These two, I think, is what I like about the game. World Viewer and the puzzles. Because World Viewer is like a giant chessboard, you know, with 3 servers fighting each other over 4 maps. And it's when you get into a really good guild like TRE, and we are together in a server with like a big alliance, and it's very challenging to see how the chess game unravels itself.
Yeah, I think I myself have experienced some of the World Viewer, and I really enjoy it a lot in terms of all the different points that we got to capture and hold, and all the different little strategies that we need to employ to win little footholds in the World Viewer maps. Each of them we have to literally fight very hard for it, and I'm very glad that we have one of the more active servers here, which are really committed to winning for World Viewer. But it's really been really hard to get into the queue as well. So
I mean, is that popular in the game world, I guess.
Yeah, so that's the only downside about it. But other than that, I really had really good time in World Viewer, and like you said, some of even the World Viewer has their own internal dungeons and puzzles as well, which is
those dungeons are so cool, man.
Yeah, which are really incredible.
There's no spoilers allowed, you know. But just the word for the puzzles, no spoiler, but it's good.
Yeah, and some of the rewards are pretty good as well. They really help out in terms of World Viewer and for your own personal character growth as well. So I myself enjoy it quite a lot. And so if you've seen the jumping puzzles right now in PvE, well, wait till you get to the ones in World Viewer. Alright. Yeah.
Spoiler alert. But I mean, the good thing about it, what I like as well, is that World Viewer have queues that you have to get in per se because of the limit, the population in each map. But even when you're waiting for World Viewer, you can do so many other stuff. You know, you can do your story, you can do your questing, and you can do your puzzles in other places. So, and the best part about it is that because it's Guild Wars, so you join a guild, naturally, and that lets you party up and explore different places, do stuff together, and then it's a lot more fun and a lot more. We got a lot of laughs. We laugh over, oh, you fall off the jumping puzzle. Oh, it's so funny. And then a minute later we fall off ourselves, and then okay, so everyone's like falling off each other.
Yeah, everyone
So
laughs. Everyone has fun together.
It's like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's like a bonding within the game itself.
So so far what okay, other than the long queue, what else do you like kind of dislike of the current game so far? I mean, there are definitely some issues like we would like to see improve, right, from ArenaNet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, every game, especially this game of such a big size, there's definitely some like niggling bugs here and there. Like, I think in the beginning we had a lot of problems with World Viewer. The queue wasn't working that well, and then the mail wasn't working that well, and then the party system wasn't working that well.
Yeah.
But it didn't really have a big impact on gameplay. Maybe it's minor impact and it can be a bit annoying at times, but overall it's still very enjoyable. And I think for this kind of size, it's, to me, at least for me, I will understand from a game developer point of view, it's very tough to manage all these things.
Yeah, great. I think so far ArenaNet has been addressing all the issues quite rapidly and quite promptly,
exactly.
and they know what they want to focus on in terms of addressing the issues. So and I mean from the head start until now, I think, like you said, I think that stuff like the mail has been up and down occasionally. I know the guild page has its own issues. Partying up with friends also has some issues, especially when you go into the overflow. And there's also stuff like the auction house also has had some issues recently. I think they're slowly opening that up as well. So that's good. We start to see player so the player economy is slowly growing, I guess, internally.
Yeah.
In the server.
I mean, the game is really a week old. I mean, and they're doing a lot of stuff. I think, really. So.
I agree, and I think there's only.
And I read something that the mail is down because they need to protect our accounts because there's some people abusing it per se. That's what I read.
Yes, there's quite a number of bad folks taking advantage of this the issues right now that ArenaNet has. But overall, I think they've been addressing it pretty rapidly, pretty fast, and I think everyone's having an enjoyable time, even though there's been some issues so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, okay, looking forward, I personally I like the crafting so far. I mean, I've played other games where the crafting's more in depth, but so far I've enjoyed the craftings. And one thing I'm doing chef. And chef's got tons of ingredients, and when you start off at a low level, it's pretty painful, especially on inventory storage. So I just kind of wish ArenaNet would allow us to mix the ingredients straight from the storage directly, rather than having to move it into our inventory before having to do any of the mixing and stuff like that. So I'm not sure they're going to address it in the future, but I really hope they can do something like that.
But at least the good thing is that at least the guild bank and your inventory is all accessible from the crafting station.
Yeah,
so
yes.
Yeah.
So and it's been working well so far. Yeah. So yeah, I think that summarizes basically a lot of how we feel about the game, and I think for the guild as well, our guild's Serenity Age, and we've been around since when the first guild was, right? We a lot of us met up even during the BWEs in the first guild war, and so and slowly we've come together again for the second one, and we have been having so much fun right now. We've had we've been partying up, helping each other out. We've been helping our crafters out as well, or giving the resources to them to help them to level up as much as they can, so that they can help us and give us those bags, right, and boxes.
That's the good thing about being a guild. Yeah.
And also we had some events as well so far, right? Small little challenger events.
Those are very good for guild bonding, and then everyone get to know each other, have some like silly fun,
Yeah. So we're gonna end off now. And thanks for listening so far with us and sharing and listening to us share with you how wonderful the game has been so far. And I hope a lot of you, the listeners out there who are listening, also enjoy the game. And well, you can find us. You can find the Serenity Age Guild on Hench of Denvari and Hench of Denvari server, and we have our forum, and we as well have our Facebook group, and you can just ping us there, and also WhatsApp's Gamma's name and my name, my in-game, our in-game names will pop out soon on the screen, and so you can just ping us, and if you want to join us, sure, no problem. If not, you got any problems or questions you'd like to ask us, go ahead and just send us an in-game email or something like that, and we will, if we're online, and we'll try and answer you. All right. So thanks for listening to all onto this podcast, and
Yep.
have a great
Thank
week
you.
and enjoy Guild Wars.